Richard's not here right now. He's working on something else, but he always gets something delivered, and we just don't ever know what it is. So we're about to find out.
Been a while since we've done this.
I could cruise this to the old burger stand.
This would look cool sitting out in front of your house.
What are you guys gonna do? Because, you know, I'm leaving for London, England tomorrow.
It's not like you're around to buy a car or anything.
How about I give you guys a budget? Y'all find something on the old interwebs here local. Go buy it, get it here. Hey, Chase, come here, you're gonna love this.
Okay.
This is a really horrendously stupid idea, but I think it'll be funny.
Yo, y'all are leaking, so find the next exit.
So since we broke down, we decided to get El Phoenix.
Yeah, we got some El Phoenix quesadillas. I think we're just gonna load it up and head back to the shop, make Phipps fix it. But we might have a couple stops along the way. I just told the kids a little while ago not to litter. I guess the birds will eat it.
Burger, it's food.
It's all right.
It looks like we're all back together again.
Unfortunately, we are.
Yeah. You guys hadn't blown it up. You still by yourself?
That's Brandon's fault. Can you tell me why we're here though? Because you still haven't told me or Brandon what's going on.
So, well, you'll see. We're just getting one part here, but we gotta go down the road to get a bunch. Perfect, thank you. Just like that. Well, we could have used this like an hour and a half ago, and they're on clearance. All right, one part down.
Now where?
Wheel press.
Holy shit. Nice. Chase, can you tell me why we have 6 tires?
So that's part of my plan.
Wait, what?
Is dually.
A dually.
Yeah.
Chase, last
That has
time
4
I checked,
wheels
that
on
has
it.
4 tires.
I know, but we're gonna have 2 more extras. Not just in case, but they're actually gonna be. We may have to cut the bed and widen it, but I think we'll be all right. We'll knock it out. We'll have it done tomorrow on Friday.
Really?
Yeah. It won't be that hard. All right, we're ready to rip. Back to the shop. We got work to do.
What's the best?
So I say we get it in the shop, put a jump box on it, see if it'll start up now. And if it starts up, then we'll test fit some wheels. Or maybe we'll do both at the same time. Who knows? But first things first, we gotta unload it. Phipps is in here pulling the intake. We believe that may be the culprit. These were real common back in the day of having bad intake gaskets or blown intake gaskets. And hopefully we didn't blow the motor. It still spins over. I have high hopes. We just fix it with intake gaskets, hopefully, if not head gaskets, and it'll be back running.
So, Austin, it doesn't look like it's really the intake. Because there's the intake, and it would leak into the valley and be in the oil, and it's not. So, these don't look like they were sucking water. They'd be really clean.
So what do you think it is?
Well, I hate to pull the head. I don't know if they ran a compression check or not. It just doesn't look like it was seeping enough to. I guess it could. It's a dilemma. 50-50 shot. Put it back together with the new intake. Cross your fingers, or yank it, LS it, which would be great, but it's a budget thing. Budgets suck. Even at home, when you have a budget, you have food. Yeah, it just starts going through it. Could you hear my voice change?
Let me call O'Reilly's and see if they have heads in stock before we pull them in case they are cracked.
Well, they make.
It's a newer enough motor
They
that
make
maybe.
Holly heads.
Yeah, they do make Holly heads for them. We may have to do another run to Summit, but let me see what O'Reilly's has in stock first, and then we'll go from there before we pull heads and look at it even deeper.
All right, pull it.
I'm just
off?
afraid we pull the heads and then we got a hairline crack in the cylinder wall from a water jacket.
Well, it's usually the head.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's the head.
But
that's replaceable.
If it's been that hot. But if it would have been that hot, he wouldn't have made it as far as he did. Or y'all either. But y'all didn't make, how many miles do you think you made it?
Made it about 25 minutes, so maybe 20 miles.
In Dallas traffic?
No, in
That's 2 miles.
Fort Worth. So, all right, let me check O'Reilly's and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do with the heads, or pulling them or not. We're not completely fucked. It's just the head gasket. So, blown head gaskets. They have these compression rings around it. It'd be easier if I had a new one, but they have these compression rings around it. And when that breaks, you have 2 coolant jackets here and here. The coolant starts to come through here and go through that compression ring. So, we lucked out. It's only a set of gaskets.
I don't know yet.
I hope we lucked out. Hopefully we lucked out. And we'll check the head for flatness because we did get it hot. But should be alright.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
I think we'll be alright.
Well, what's the dilemma though?
Just trying to make sure the head is straight and flat all the way across. That way when we put a new head gasket on it, it's gonna actually seal, because if we did get it so hot, there's a chance that it would have warped. So, but yeah, no, I think we'll be alright.
Okay, it's 1843657 is a firing order on a small block Chevy. Well, sometimes you get these, and they've numbered them. So if they did their cap themselves, guys in the garage, whatever. Well, they had them crossed, a couple of them crossed.
Okay, which one did you say was this one?
No biggie.
This one right here? Yeah. Is it short?
Yeah. Okay. But whoever was driving it, I forget, some tall guy. He should have known. Might want to go, by the way, they had it numbered. Had it on backwards.
Try it again?
Where?
Yeah.
All right, well, we're back in action. All right, so me and Kenny here are gonna fix this gap here, as well as lower the rear. We have to pull the bed off to fix this because we kind of got to cut some stuff. That way we don't crush some fuel lines or anything right there. I don't know why it was like that to begin with, but we're gonna fix it and make it look a lot better than it was. So let's get after it, Kenny.
Look what I found.
What?
Spare key.
So now this makes more sense. They added to the frame. I don't know if the bowl holes didn't line up, but we got to take a measurement from there to there and see where it is from there. But they added here, and then they did these nasty goober welds on the frame to add to it, which that doesn't make any sense. But that's pretty much the gap that we had up front. So let's measure from there to there and see where it bolts up at, and hopefully we can fix this.
This bracket for the exhaust.
Which we're gonna redo the exhaust anyway, so we'll just pull that bracket off, and then we'll drill a hole for that one on the other side.
In that area.
Oh, no, not on that.
Well, that's perfect. Then what we'll do is we'll just measure from there, mark our hole once we get that bracket off, and move it up, and we'll chop this add-on of the frame off. It won't get it as centered. The wheel will be a little bit farther back, but I don't think it's gonna be off as much as we think it will be. Well, these are slotted. So we can always move the bed back and forth a half inch or so to make it kind of look or appear to be centered. But I'd much rather have a gap on the bed and the cab much closer. We're probably just gonna do
Straight pipe.
Everybody does duals. I like single, so we may just do a 3-inch single all the way out instead of doing duals. But we'll play with the idea of what both looks like. We know what this looks like. I didn't really like it. It's too old school, but it kind of fits the truck, so we'll play with it. But it definitely needs to be redone because it's rotted out. So we'll get after it. we got lowering shackles from your local auto parts store. They normally have them in stock. We're also gonna be probably taking a couple leafs out, and that's gonna get us about 4 inches of drop. I don't really want to notch the frame, and then we'll probably drop it 4 inches in the front as well. That way we still have that work truck rake that looks like you can put a bunch of weight in the back, even though you really can't, because we did change the tires and stuff like that. It's more cool factor, but it gives it that work truck style. So that's kind of what we're going for. This is easy. It's pretty much free. I mean, I think these cost 40 bucks, and you're ready to go. You may be able to find them on Amazon for less, but at least I know these are warranty. So we put 2-inch lowering shackles in the back. It's not going to be enough to get as low as we want. So what we're going to do is pull 2 inches of leaf spring out. I've got each end clamped, and then a vice grip on the bottom of the bolt, center bolt, and we're going to loosen it up, pull the bottom 4 leaf springs off, 5 I should say, the bottom big one and the 4 little ones, and it should drop us 2 inches, another 2 inches additional to that lowering shackle. So we'll do that on both sides. That'll give us 4 inches of drop here, and then we'll probably do 4 inches of drop up front and get those holes drilled.
So the holes are done. Now we can sit down, mock it up. I think we are gonna have to clearance it out a little bit.
Yeah, because it's gonna hit the fuel lines.
Those fuel lines right here, so we'll clear that up. We'll measure it first, clear it up, drop it down.
Yeah, and we should.
Then it's gonna look nice with 4 inches.
Right.
4 inches is a lot. It's a lot.
What I've been telling her. What I've been telling her.
All right, this side's lowered. We won't tighten these up until we compress the suspension on both sides evenly, so that way we don't bind the bushings, and then we'll knock that side out. We'll be good to go. Axle, we just got to bolt the axle up. We're gonna push it into the wash bay, hose off the frame so we can get this bed back down. Phipps is gonna be putting that head back on, and then once we get caught up here, we're gonna go up front, get the lowering kit done up there, and then y'all got to clean out the interior, and after we're all done, you got to wash the whole thing.
Who is y'all?
You and your other one.
But I mean, but y'all have just been doing like such great work. I mean, I wouldn't want to like step on like y'all's toes or anything like that. I mean,
Tricky Ricky over there said that y'all have to help.
I don't mind if you help them a tad, but I want to see their fingers and hands dirty. I want to see them working. I want to see them doing stuff. Right.
All right, let's get it over there.
All right. Y'all know where this shit is. Go get some.
Am I using a power washer?
No, you got to spray. So your fingers hurt.
You're gonna be scrubbing.
Yeah, here. Let me
Fingertips.
I'll trade you.
Camera for spray.
You got all I'll when you're done.
Oh, thanks.
Sean, what do you think about the truck?
I think it's pretty rad. I mean, if I was a working man, I'd get it.
What if you were a betting man? How much do you think?
You'd have bought it back when you were
If
20.
I was a betting man, I think it'll bring 4.
Fuck!
That doesn't make me feel good.
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen the final product, but right now I'm going to go with 4.
There it is.
Is that bolt still in there?
Oh, we're good now. It looks like.
Oh yeah.
All right, cool. Woohoo! It looks good. So while y'all were in a meeting, we lowered it. This has got the engine almost back together. We put the body back on it. We got to bolt it down. But yeah, we cut the coils in the front. And that's it, but that was a lot, as you can see. All right, so now we're turning to our MagnaFlow stock, and we're gonna put some exhaust on this thing and make it sound a little better than it did before. So it's just finding out what tubes you need for all the different angles you need.
Time for some redecorating. Careful, it's fragile.
Bye, Brandon.
I think I'm in love.
Hey, what's up? How many ripped jeans can I buy in bulk all at the same time? Yes, I would like a 6-month subscription of Just for Men, Touch of Grey. What is Facebook? That shit'll never catch on. So Brandon used to play football, and he's convinced that he could catch this ball out of a t-shirt cannon. No,
All right, boys, everyone knows the rules. Fire.
No! Oh, he lost the ball! I got it! Dog for Brandon!
Yes, sir.
So it's Monday. Richard's supposed to be back sometime today. We don't know when. We got a few things left to finish up. Me and Kenny are gonna go take it for a test drive after that and make sure everything's good. And then we really just gotta clean it up. Maybe put something over the seat just because it's worn. And then yeah, that's it. We just gotta really just clean it up. Everything's done. So test drive and that's it. Hopefully Richard likes it. Rides decent.
It's not bad.
So, I'm back from my trip.
Oh shit.
What y'all buy?
What's up? What do you mean?
Voila.
You bought a work truck?
Work truck. Thoughts?
I don't know. It's not what I expected. I thought you'd buy like a Mustang or a Camaro or anything, but I did not expect a work truck.
No more Mustangs. I mean, like we have like 7 of them.
I think the shop's kind of Mustanged out right now.
Yeah.
It's I mean, it's not rusty. I guess fairly straight. Not terrible. But it's like a big old yellow submarine, yellow bird.
Yellow bird. Yeah, yellow seems to be the color lately.
Sister calls it mustard. Frenchie.
Okay, so how much do you
do
think?
it so far? Okay, what you
How
go
much
ahead.
do you
Tell
think
me
that
what
we paid for this?
I don't know. What did you get? $3,500?
I mean,
Come on, you know the truck
we
market
did
today.
give him $3,500, but there was a little bit more than that.
Okay.
You know the truck market today.
All right, so walk me through it, because I've been out of the country. I didn't even talk to y'all. What'd you pay?
$5,500. We attempted to drive it back, as he said it ran and drove, that he'd just been driving it around every once in a while. So on the way back, we get just to the edge of Arlington, overheats.
Overheats.
Yeah.
Is that a radiator problem or a head gasket problem?
Well, we didn't really know because there's no antifreeze in it to know if it was leaking. So we put water in it after it cooled down a bit, and it still didn't fire up because it was still too hot.
How much money you got in fixing the problem?
We got it at about $300. We had to do head gaskets.
You had to do head gaskets and a tune-up, and have we checked all the lights and horns and sirens and every single thing on it?
Everything except for the horn, because the horn button, we got to get a new horn button. But other than that, everything else works.
The seat looks a little rough.
Yeah, we're gonna do a one of those like multicolored blankets.
I think you need to do the whole seat because the padding's all screwed up, dude.
Okay, so
We had it filled with diapers before we got it.
$5,500. Then
Plus
you got
wheels
$300
and
to fix
tires.
it. Now you got wheels and tires, and you obviously lowered it.
Yeah, we lowered it old school though.
What does that mean? Just whack the springs?
Yep.
All right.
We're on a budget over
On a
here.
bu-
So
yeah.
although only thing lowering that's cost us money on the lowering was $40 in lowering check.
All right, so what's the end result? What do you expect to do with this?
We're over probably by $250.
So you went over the 7,500.
Yes.
But that's going to eat into your profit.
Yes, it is.
That's how budgets work. Yep.
I think you kind of got it, but it needs something.
Like what?